Good morning everyone. I am Kanakalakshmi, working as faculty of English in Sanjeev College of Arts and Sciences. Welcome to the online classes of CSS 3 for 4th semester. Today I am going to explain about the 5th lesson from Unit 1, Etiquette. First of all, I would like to give you an overview of my presentation. First, I will give some basic information about etiquette, various factors of etiquette, types of etiquettes, nature of etiquette, why do people lack etiquette, and why etiquette is important for people. Now let us start with etiquette. Etiquette is defined as good behavior which distinguishes humans from animals. Etiquette is a code of conduct and behavior in various situations. In simple words, etiquette is a set of rules or principles that should be followed by an individual to lead a dignified life in the society. For example, saying please and thank you and let someone go in front of you in a line. Etiquette includes having a strong moral code of conduct, like respect for elders, paying attention to guests, etc. Good manners and etiquette need to be passed to the next generation. How can anyone show if they don't know anything? Students need to be taught good manners, they need to be praised when they follow the rules and need to be corrected when they don't follow. It is a parent's or teacher's responsibility to correct them. Etiquette includes a wide range of behaviors, kindness, consideration, elegance, style and habits. Etiquette makes a person a cultural individual who leaves his mark wherever he goes. Etiquette teaches us the way to talk, walk, and most importantly, behave in the society. The way you interact with your superiors, parents, colleagues, and friends speak a lot about your personality and upbringing. Etiquette enables the individuals to earn respect and appreciation in the society. Etiquette transforms a man into a gentleman. Next slide is origin of etiquette. The word etiquette comes from a French word which means the rules of correct behavior in the society. Etiquettes and manners were evolved across the history, and experts state that with the advent of culture and traditions, manners and etiquettes were also evolved. Some were established by religions, books, and some were formed as a result of demand for personal safety and respect. We learn etiquette and manners from our parents, families, teachers, etc. Etiquettes are evolved from some basic factors like love, ethics, and integrity. Etiquette implies in some conventions of society as they reflect the style and habits of individuals. Some of the implications are number one, people. People like colleagues, family members, friends, neighbors, and strangers. Acceptable behavior is needed here, like referring to elders as Mr., Mrs., or Miss, and opening door for women and elder persons, etc. Number two, occasions. Occasions like meetings, weddings, funerals, formal and informal situations. Here we can give some examples like not talking with food in your mouth, apologizing when you made a mistake, etc. Number three, places. Places like home, office, religious places, hotels, beaches, shops, institutes. We can give some examples like maintaining distance while talking in public, and saying sorry when you sneeze or cough in public places, etc. Number four, status. Status means with superiors, subordinates, students, teachers, managers, and employees. For example, treat your colleagues with respect, greeting everyone, skipping controversial topics, etc. Number five, interactions. Interactions like written, oral, cyber, legal, or political. For example, avoid posting insensitive content in your social media accounts and giving genuine compliments. Don't use any filthy language and curse words. Number six, relations. Social, cultural, spiritual, physical, and virtual relationships. For example, shaking hands, not asking for personal questions like about money, religion, etc. Not talking on phone loudly on your phone at office and in public transport, etc. Let us move on to the next slide. Motivational factors of etiquette. There are some motivational factors that influence etiquette. Number one, politeness. The way in which you treat other people tell a lot about yourself. Always make others feel great. Whenever, wherever you can, where you can make other people have better opinion on you and on themselves. Number two, manners. Having good manners is not just saying about please and thank you. It is about how you present yourself, how you behave, how you speak, and how you think. Number three, hygiene manners. These are related to health factors which should be taught at an early age, like washing hands, having bath every day, trimming nails, wearing clean clothes, etc. Next, courtesy manners. Courtesy means being polite and treating others with equal respect as you would treat yourself. Showing courtesy shows a kind of upbringing which we had. It could be a warm smile or saying sorry when you go wrong. Next, cultural manners. Cultural manner is defined as what is acceptable and what is not in a society. Pay special attention to other religions, countries, cultures, attitudes toward time, food, dress, hand gestures, and body language, etc. Next, transparency. It can be defined as being open and honest. It builds relationships and it creates a healthy and positive behavior among people. Avoid secrecy and always be genuine and open. Next one, boundaries. There is a saying that good fences make good neighbors. When you don't draw a line or set a limit on your life, it's much like living in a busy area without a front door or fence. Setting a limit creates healthy interactions. If someone wants to share information of others, let them immediately know that you don't want to be a part of the gossip. Next one, equality. Habits. Habits. Habits are necessary to be successful because they maintain the positivity in our soul and mind. Good habits lead to good manners. Greeting people when one meets, early to bed, early to rise are considered to be good habits. Next one, gratitude. Expressing gratitude is more than courtesy, manners, or being polite. It is about expressing thanks or showing your heartfelt appreciation. When you thank or say sorry to someone, it improves your mental health and well-being. It boosts your immune system and improves your relationships. Next, equality. Equality is ensuring that every individual has an equal right to live in the society. People who accept, value, and understand different races, religions, and genders will have an impact, dignity, and respect among others. When everyone in the society is valued, supported, and respected, they feel a sense of belongingness. Next one is truthfulness. Honesty is always deserved. Falsehood or lies may be nice for temporary purposes, but they don't have future. People who speak truth may have temporary enemies, but they have everlasting friends. Our next slide is classification of etiquettes. So let us now focus on the types of etiquettes. Some of the important types of etiquettes in society are personal, social, business, telephone etiquette, eating, and classroom etiquettes. Number one, personal. It is the first step to good grooming and good health. Maintain your good manners at all times. Everyone in your life deserves to see you at your best. Maintaining the right look, using positive language, etc., are very important. Next, social etiquette. One of the most important etiquette as it informs an individual about the norms and behavior that society considers acceptable, like making people feel good, holding the door for someone standing in front of you, etc. Next one is business etiquette. It is designed to cover every aspect of a person's professional life, right from job interview to management techniques, etc. It encourages employees to treat others with respect and courtesy, dressing appropriately, joining in discussions and provide deep thoughts, avoid phones while meetings, etc. Next, telephone etiquette. It is essential to learn how one should interact with the other person over the phone. Never put other person on long holds. Make sure you greet the other person. Take care of your tone and pitch. Next, eating etiquette. This informs individuals about the rules and regulations regarding their eating habits. Thank the person serving your food. Do not speak when the mouth is full. Wash your hands and come to the table clean. Remember to use napkin. Next, the most important etiquette for students is classroom etiquette. Classroom etiquette refers to the manners in which students should act when class is in session. Be on time and stay the entire class. When students come late, it can be disturbing to the professor as well as other students. Address the professors correctly, like good morning, sir, good afternoon, etc., instead of greeting them like hello, sir, hi, madam, etc. Don't pack up before class ends. In many cases, students stop to pack up their books, pens before class has actually ended. It can be disturbing to the professor and the students who are engaged in a lecture. Turn off your cell phones. You should never answer a phone call during class. If it is an emergency situation, ask the professor permission to leave the room. Participate fully in the classroom. By participating fully in the classroom, you will get the most out of the class. Next, here we have some pictures about eating etiquette. And next important element is the nature of etiquette. So let us now move on to the nature of etiquette. Experts stated that etiquettes are learned from the lives of great people. They are not written, they are learned. They help us to know how to behave in different situations. They promote kindness. Etiquettes make people feel comfortable. They are employed with common sense. They enhances your individual image. They can be taught by parents, teachers, elders, etc. They are mutual. They are cultural. And our next important element is, why do people lack etiquettes? Some people may lack etiquette due to their upbringing. Parents who are not brought up in a family lacking manners and etiquettes will encourage and pass their distasteful lifestyle on their children, knowingly or unknowingly. Parents like these usually care less of their children, letting them act however they please, and this is absolutely not acceptable. And in other cases, no matter how well the parents train children, if the society around them fails to support that training, the child is likely to spoil it and replace it. Not only that, there can be many other reasons like insensitivity, not caring about what other people think or feel, and some people possess bad etiquettes just to cover up for mental or physical illness, depression, or certain medical conditions. To give some examples, people who sneeze or cough without covering their mouth, and eating chewing gum with their mouths open. Next one, people who make noise while walking like as if they have cement feet. And people who watch videos on their phones with the speakers on in public, etc. Next important thing is importance of etiquettes. Etiquettes are important because they establish the best society. Here we have some important points. They fabricate long-lasting relationships. That means etiquettes helps us know how to treat others. Next, total quality person. Etiquette helps us know how to behave and conduct ourselves in different environments. It enhances reputation. Etiquette promotes respect as it helps us to get along with others. Asset to the organization. If you are a person with good etiquette, you will be the boss's apple of the eye, and you will definitely be trusted not only by the boss but even your colleagues will be fond of you. Next one is establish healthy transactions. If you are a good conversationalist and if you give them a chance to speak, others will listen to you and they feel that you care. Next one is relieve from stress and anxiety. If you have good etiquette, you won't have to worry about anything as everything will come naturally to you and others will respect you more for it. Next, creates a positive impression. Good etiquette will fetch you positive vibes which will be a boon to your personality. Next, establish harmonious relationships. You will never have better experiences in any relations, be it with your family, neighbors, friends or colleagues. Next, gather good manners. Men and women who are polite and selfless are a lot more pleasant to be around. Next, enhances group dynamics. When your friends know you care enough to have good manners with them, they are more likely to include you in activities and group events. Next, conclusion. In a race of money, we are completely lost in the world of technologies and feel etiquette is old-fashioned. There you went wrong. Dear students, the present scenario deeply needs etiquettes and without them we can't survive. Having good etiquette shows that you acknowledge another person as more than an object. People with good etiquettes are always popular and respectable by a large number of people. They have magnetic influence over others. Good etiquette is vital to each and everyone in the society because nobody likes mischief and misbehaved persons. At the end of the day, your arrogance can't do wonders, whereas your kindness and actions can give you a peaceful sleep. You have no idea of the wonders a good etiquette can do. So one must practice and follow good etiquette in their life always. We will have another session on etiquette. Meet you in the second session of the etiquette, and thanks for the active listening. Thank you.